Hello guys, what we have is a question which was asked in the 2017 at June exam. The question is that we have a complex function, some kind of a complex function whose real part is given as u of x and y is equal to e raised to ax cos by, and this is a real part of an function f of z. Real part is u of xy and imaginary part is v of xy, which correspondingly give us u plus iv. Now, where the complex variable is z is equal to x plus iy. So basically, a and b are here constants and a is not equal to 0. So in that case, we need to find out which condition is the one which makes this function whose real part is given here with another imaginary part combinedly give us an analytic function in all plane. Okay, that's what we need to find out. So using the real part only, we can determine the what the imaginary part is. Okay, we can use Cauchy-Riemann's conditions, which is dou u by dou x, which is a partial derivative of u with respect to x, must be equal to dou v by dou y, where u and v are real and imaginary parts of the complex function, and similarly dou u by dou y will be equal to minus dou v by dou x. So these two conditions. So we can use these conditions to find out the value of b or a, so as to speak, and we can find the relation between a and b. So what we are going to do first is we are going to find out dou u by dou x, which is partial derivative of u with respect to x. It will be a e raised to ax cos by, right? Just took the derivative now, which is equal to dou v by dou y. So v can be written as integral of a e raised to ax cos by dy, right? Or dou y. So you can integrate that and you get v is equal to what? You can integrate cos by and get minus sine, so it's minus a e raised to ax cos by is sine by b divided by b, and that's it, plus some constant. Okay, so that's first that we have found out v, and we can use the second condition to find out another equation for v. We can use the second equation where dou u by dou y must be equal to, you can take the derivative, must be equal to minus dou v by dou x. So you can take the derivative of u with respect to y for the next case, and we have u here. So with respect to y, when you take the derivative, you get e raised to ax times minus sine by, right? Sine by times b. So that's it. So which must be equal to dou v by dou x with a minus sign. So v can be written as integral of, the minus and minus will cancel, and you get e raised to ax sine by times b dy, sorry, dx, x here. So you can integrate it again, and you get e raised to ax by a times sine by times b. So that's it. Now we got two equations of both a and b, right? Okay, both a and b, which means we can relate them both. Okay, how can we relate them both? Okay, we can combine this first equation and compare it with the second equation here and see what happens. You can write minus a e raised to ax sine by b must be equal to e raised to ax sine by d by a. So as you can see, you can cancel these terms, e raised to x and e raised to x, they're both common on either sides, and you can write down a square is equal to b square, right? So a square is equal to b square, which implies that, So a square is equal to b square is the right option. Now a square is equal to b square, which means that b is equal to plus or minus a, right? Square root of a square, which is plus or minus a. So option B is the right option. So I hope you guys understood this question. This was extremely simple. All you have to know is the Cauchy-Riemann conditions, and you can do it easily. For more videos, you get to this link t.me/CSIR Physics. Okay.